Okay. This is the demo for ECE-501. This is the project that I built. It is a browser extension that is designed to stop drive-by downloads. This is the GitHub repository where you can find the browser extension and add it to your browser. It is currently only supported for Chromium-based browsers, such as Google Chrome and Opera. Because you can no longer use password authentication for grabbing GitHub repos, I recommend using the SSH key option and just making sure that you've added that to your environment. The browser extension is comprised of two components. The manifest, which basically tells the browser the permissions the browser extension needs, what it's called, what manifest version to follow. Most browsers at this point are going to be using version 3. Very infrequently that you'll see 2 nowadays, that's if it's even allowed. And then the background script is of most importance. It'll be usually called the service worker, and typically it'll be called background.js. It's the main JavaScript file that will be controlling the browser extension. In certain cases, or really in a lot of cases where the browser extension is widely used, you'll see that like pop-ups and warnings are located in a separate JavaScript file. For this project's purpose, everything is located in one JavaScript file. We take a quick look at the code. There's several sites from a static array that we use to test the browser extension against. Most of the functions that we use are based on the Chrome Downloads API. When you want to add a browser extension to your environment, the first thing you're going to want to do is come to the Extensions tab. Whether or not it's located from a path like in Chrome, or if you need to locate to a specific setting like within Opera. And the way that this browser extension was built is it's in an unpacked file or unpacked folder. So when we go to load unpacked, we'll choose the folder that we want. In this case, I called it casual cancel. And then we select the folder and it will load the browser extension into the browser. Okay, so I just paused the recording briefly, but now it's back recording again. This is one of the test sites that you can use with whatever browser extension or security protocols you've implemented for your browsing. In this case, I am using it against the browser extension that I've created. And for this project, we're just going to focus on the desktop download warnings. These are more than just warnings. It's badly named. These are all downloads that are meant to be malicious. They're not necessarily drive-bys, but they should be recognized by a browser extension such as CaZentry. So if you note here, what you'll see is that, one moment. I have the DevTools window open. Now to get to this, you'll want to go to you'll want to go to your extensions, especially if you loaded in CaZentry, and then hit Service Worker, and then it's going to pop open the script. There are several warnings and console logs that are located within the script to let you know what's going on as you're browsing. And the key alerts to look for are, alert if the site is known for hosting malicious content. And then it will let you know when it cancels a download, whether it be a drive-by or whether it be known for malicious content. So when I go to the test site, which is located at testsafebrowsing.appspot.com, I attempt to click these links. And what you'll see is that no download occurs, no extra tab is opened. It is simply blocked by the browser extension. So none of these downloads work. This site called AMTSO is a cybersecurity standard where you can simulate a drive-by download called the iCar test file. So by simply reloading the page, I attempt to download the file, and nothing is detected. No downloads occur. This demonstrates that the browser extension itself blocks drive-by downloads and blocks downloads that are potentially malicious. So we see here in the browser logs, let me just pull it up for you guys. Ignore this. This is an older error. I'm not really sure why it's still showing up. Down here, this is where we access the AMTSO file. And up here is where we access that test safe browsing site. And as you can see, the download never occurs. And in this case, the download is canceled for the drive-by download. And that is it. That is the demo for CaZentry. It stops drive-by downloads, and it stops downloads that are potentially unsafe. As you can see here, some of the files, or most of them, were EXE files. One was an encrypted zip. And then on the AMTSO page, it was a .com file.